Welcome to Stress Less and Decompress with Katie. I'll be talking about ways we can all de-stress and some helpful activities to get involved with. An intern slash producer slash cool person that just exists. So she's here with us today. We're going to talk about how we de-stress, and we're going to ask her, I want to know how she de-stresses and kind of just compare it to how I de-stress, and obviously how everyone de-stresses in different ways. You know, everyone is different, and that's the specialty of it, I guess. So do you have any like night routines? Like, do you like candles, or do you do like face masks? Like, what calms you down, or like what?
For the morning, right? Since it's like, it's a fight for my life in the morning. So I really enjoy coming home and doing some sort of like, I usually get music and walk around my apartment complex, and then I will take a shower. And if it's like, usually when I get home, it's already bedtime. So
Yeah.
you know, you can just do the routine of, I have a fan.
Do you listen to like calming music, or like what kind of music do you listen to?
Just music I like in general.
Yeah. Like,
They tend to not be sad. So
yeah, but like, do you listen to like upbeat music like in the morning, or do you like listen just basic?
in the morning, I just listen to people talking.
Oh, like podcasts, or
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think it's
podcasts?
it's technically a podcast.
like they
Like,
have some on
there's
Spotify.
Yeah, so it's like a YouTube channel. They just read out like Reddit stories.
Oh, okay. So you watch YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Who do you watch? Like, who are your favorite? I guess YouTubers. Or
I think Mad Morph right now is my favorite. He's a video game YouTuber. He plays different little indie games and all that.
and you like video games.
Yeah, I like
Right,
watching people
yeah.
play video games. It's not.
Yeah.
It's less stressful
Because they're they're doing it and not
I
you.
have no pressure.
Yeah. Is there any other, like, when you do any like face masks, or like do you like take any baths, or like what's most like relaxing to you? Like, how do you?
The most relaxing to me is drawing.
Okay,
Oddly enough, like,
that's cool.
you
Like,
know,
do
when
you
it's
just
not
like?
for work or for school, it's just nice to put on like white noise. I just put
Yeah.
on like some reality TV show in the background and just get into it a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you just like draw like with pencil? Do you do like colors, markers, paint, or all of the above, or some of the stuff?
I usually just do pencil or digital.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Just whatever vibe you're feeling.
Yeah. If I'm like feeling a little lazy and I don't want to set up the digital tablet, then it's pencil, and it's like, I started on pencil, I learned on pencil, so it's very comfortable for me. So
And is it like a long process? Not long process, but like, no, yeah, kind of, I guess, a longer process to set up the whole digital drawing thing. Because I know you use like a board that you draw on.
I mean, it's just kind of like, it's not a long process, but it's tedious because it's all the wires.
Yeah, hooking up all the wires and all.
Oh,
Yeah, that takes forever. Okay. You said you don't like candles, or you don't have candles.
I don't have candles. I usually just
Okay.
I just use Airwick. So
Airwick.
yeah, the plugins.
Oh, those are good. My roommate got a new plug-in thing for our bathroom, and it smells so good in there. It smells like perfume. Like someone sprayed it in the room, and it's just like so refreshing. And I'm like, It smells so good. I love when she gets those. She likes to like fill our whole apartment with like good smelling, like I don't know, like Febreze, whatever they're called.
Air fresheners.
Yeah, but she gets the ones from like Bath and Body Works with like the design kind of. So she got them like she like goes seasonal. She's a hospitality major, so like she loves hosting and like all that. But she has like in the fall she got like I think one that had like leaves on it, and then she got one that was like a truck with like I don't know, it was like a farm type one. I don't know, but it was cool.
That's nice.
Yeah. So I printed out these. Well, I have multiple copies of something else behind here, but yeah, we're gonna start with there. So I think I talked about this last time on my show. I I went to Urban Outfitters, and I found a book there that was like it was some kind of like journal, and it was a little expensive, so I took a picture of it because I really liked the layout on the inside of it, and so I decided that instead of paying, I don't remember how much it was, but it was expensive like for a journal, and I was like, but the design's really cute, so I took pictures of it, and then I went home and I kind of copied the design on like a something. I don't know if that's like illegal.
I mean, I guess if you resell it, they'll get you.
I mean, I'm not like making like a business.
Yeah.
But like whatever.
But I think if it's like for your own little recreational use, I don't think they're gonna sue you for it.
No, yeah, I'm not selling it or anything. But it's not that great looking, but basically I like kind of copied it, and I added my little like twist to it, like put some hearts in there and like made it more like cute and like fun and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, it is cute.
Yeah, so it's like a journal that you fill out in daytime and evening. So you fill in your wake up time, the planned, and the actual. It's kind of funny. I did one the other night, and mine is like, when I went to bed, my planned, it says like lights out, and then planned next to it was 10 p.m., and then my actual was like 11 p.m.
I mean, that's close.
And it happens, like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed early, and that just doesn't happen. But I honestly like filling these out because there's areas where you can fill out ways, like goals for the day and what you want to get through and what you want to work on, and it kind of like, I don't know, like feels like good to like write it down.
Do you ever actually achieve the goals that you write on there?
So I only filled out one of these. I've been trying to get into the habit of actually doing this every day, every morning and every night. And I mean, I think I accomplished at least one of them. Under the daytime section, it says stresses to work through, so I put down homework assignments due this week. So I got some assignments done, so I guess I was happy about that. I didn't get them all done, but at least one or two would be good.
Less stress, less assignments.
Yeah, less stress. But yeah, you just get to fill it out, and you can really make it like, you can personalize it to your own liking, I guess. But just finding journals, I feel like there's different kinds of journals to get, but like I kind of wanted to make my own, and I feel like that's a good idea. Like, because then you can make it your own thing. Like, if you wrote down, I don't know, like what would you write? Like, would you, like, can you relate to any of it says my pre-bedtime routine, so there's all these different things.
Shouldn't I take that one?
Oh,
take
sorry.
This one?
That's my used one. Take that one. And so like the ones that I checked off was said temperature between like 65 and 72, light snack, early dinner, turn down the lights. What else is there? Those are the ones that I checked off. I also did like a sleep mask, scented candles, and comfortable bedding. but there's like, I don't know, what would you do? I want to be able to actually check off meditate and journal and read a book, but we're not there yet. Baby steps. But what would you check off? Like if you...
Sometimes I actually read a book. I'm reading 2 right now.
Which
and
ones
I'm
are you
doing
reading?
It's one of them is Maybe Someday, and the other one I cannot remember the name of, but think of generic fantasy book name.
Okay, cool. So you read those before bed or just in general?
I try to read like a chapter before bed, like sometimes. Sometimes I've been able to actually successfully do that.
Oh, I've never successfully been able to do that, but I'm trying to. That's why I've been trying to like leave these out next to my bed, like on my bedside table, so that I can kind of remember to fill them out. But it doesn't really happen all the time. So,
I know what
it is what it is.
I know what I do before bed. I organize my stuffed animals.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you do some organizing.
Yeah, I have to organize my stuffed animals. Who's going in the front, who's going in the back, because I sleep on them.
How many do you have? Like a lot?
Here, in my apartment, I have 1, 2, 3, 4,
20,
5,
30.
6, 7, 8. I think I have like around 9 here with me. You know,
I thought it'd be like 90 or something.
No, well, I mean, I had to travel light. I had to. One's at my house home, like where like family lives. There's more, but.
Yeah, I have a friend who has so many Squishmallows. Her whole entire bed is just full of them. She can't even get into bed. I'm like, how do you?
I had a friend like that, literal boxes of Squish. I was like, I like stuffed animals. Don't get me wrong, but I also like to see my floor.
Yeah, me too. I only have one Squishmallow, but it is so comfortable. It's super soft, and it's just like there. It's like, I think it's like a dinosaur. It's really cute. It's like a little blue dinosaur just hanging out.
I have a green dragon. Oh wait, mine's not a Squishmallow though. I got it from Target. The Squishmallow
You should get a Squishmallow.
I have a Squishmallow.
Oh, you do?
My cousin got it for me for Christmas. It's Boba Tea. And then I also have a giant crab Squishmallow in my car that I showed you.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. So how many do you have in your car? Because I saw the other day you had like lots of stuffed animals. You had that big stuffed bear.
Yeah, I have the big bear, and then I have the crab, but I also have a little dragon. I used to have 3 more in there.
You did? But you're trying to clear some space?
Yeah, I was cleaning out my car before I moved back over here.
Okay.
What are you looking at?
Wait. I wish I had more cameras on right now. Would you like to elaborate?
Elaborate?
What's the question?
Would you like to take
What
a
is
mic?
your pre-bed routine?
How do you
Pre-bedtime
de-stress? Not pictured as Freddie and Josh. And Kaylee,
Can I grab a mic then?
I guess.
Ow!
Okay, calm
My
down.
dog.
Tone it down. So, how do you de-stress?
I work.
Alright, let's try that again.
I'm telling you, this is the way I de-stress. It's become a common routine for me. I may do some edits. I may watch some TV a little bit to see if there's something on the news that I want to bring in.
Okay.
But I don't sit home and contemplate that I'm stressed. I don't.
So you just do more work? Like it just calms
I enjoy
you?
working.
Like does it calm you down, or does it
Absolutely.
just like getting the things done that you need to get done?
You know how good it feels to get even a simple TV to work correctly? Because you saw me this morning. Why doesn't it work? Spent 12 hours on that board. I come in here and they changed it. Why? That stresses me out. But when everything is flowing, is the best. You know, it's like 6.5.
Okay.
Why do you? How do you decompress? How do you decompress?
I like candles.
Do you melt wax and make your own candles?
Aromatherapy.
Mm-mm.
Why not?
What do you mean?
You buy 100 candles?
No. I have a few from Target, and I need to get new candles. But there's some that I will light, like before bed, and it just like sets the mood to like calm down, like chill.
Does that work?
Have you ever
I think so,
done-
unless I eat candy before bed.
Wouldn't you have more compassion or more, I guess, I don't know what to call it, but creating your own candle and then you lighting it? And
I've
you
thought
smelling-
about it.
You smelling the smells of your own candle that you created.
I've thought about it before. I've seen different YouTube videos and like DIYs of people making their own candles and going to what is it, Michael's or something. And I've seen like I've gone down the aisle in Michael's or what's the other place? Hobby
Dollar
Lobby.
store. Dollar store has them for $1.25.
$1.25, you say?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like
It's most
I feel like my intention would be like, okay, let's make like a really good smelling candle, and I think I would mess it up. Like I feel like I would put
feel
like really good scents together, and it just wouldn't smell good.
Katie, I
What's-
feel like
you
the
know?
act of making, the thought of making that candle is stressing you out
Stressing
more.
you out.
No, it
than
doesn't
the
stress me out. I
actual-
just think if I put so many scents together, it's probably not going to smell good. But if I just make like
Well,
one scent,
yeah.
What's the name of those little bottles they sell and you put it in the diffuser?
The essential oil?
That's what they use for
Mm.
candles now. They put essential oils in. They have a candle maker. You melt the wax, and there's a wick. It holds the wick in place. You put the essential oils in there, then you put the wax in there. You have all the candles you want, and any size you want.
Any shape you want.
so like a triangle.
Yay!
Make it the decompressed candle.
Ooh, we should do that.
Whenever I feel like overwhelmed, because I don't know why, that just reminded me.
Yeah.
Whenever I feel like overwhelmed and I need to like, I'm like thinking 1,000 thoughts per second and I don't know why I'm currently upset,
Mm-hmm.
I write a letter to no one.
Wait, that's smart.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going.
I write a letter to like, no, it's just like, it's essentially from me to me,
Yeah.
right? Just like mapping out what's happening, what you're currently feeling,
Mm-hmm.
reasons that might be causing the feeling, things to do to mitigate the feeling you are currently feeling. Or if it's just a letter full of just all bad feelings, just writing out I feel like garbage, right?
Yeah.
I write in a little letter because I have ink pens,
Yeah.
so I can write using the ink pens,
Mhm.
and then I also have wax seals.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
I put the wax seal in and you just throw it away usually, because it's just
That's
fun.
really smart though to like write like your feelings to yourself, like a letter to yourself, kind of, but kind of so you're getting at your feelings, and it's like another way of journaling, but it's like to your like it's kind of like making your own journal.
Can I ask
Like-
all of you a question? Do you spend a lot of time thinking about what you're thinking about? In other words, you spend a lot of time worrying about how you think, what you think, and why you think all these different thoughts. And why is it that we only remember the negative? You ever think a positive thought about you? Your hair looks good, your shoes look good.
Yeah,
I think
I think the negatives stick more because of on it.
It just
like,
gets
I
in
don't
your
know, it's-
head.
It just kind of like
I think it
I think it's a little stupid, but I think it's a biological reasoning.
It's not stupid, that could be true.
Because it's like, oh, that plant is poisonous. I cut myself, then I got sick. Bad. I will not go to that plant. So you remember the plant, right? So if you're just like, oh, I did this thing and it made me feel bad, I remember the thing that made me feel bad, and that I feel bad.
But then you recur this feeling bad with
Yeah.
different things, like
Yeah.
people, places, and things.
Mhm.
But why do you feed into the negative? Why do you feed into all of these emotions? Why can't you just say, you know what, I'm just gonna light a candle and forget about all that? Or just move on, or take a swim, or go see a movie, or have a burger and you wear it all over you, sloppiness, and you.
wear it all over you.
Yeah, it's
I'll
like,
tell you, people do
just
that.
make a mess.
Just make a mess. Braxton is that way. He loves to make a mess. It makes him comfortable zone.
Yeah.
You know, you guys live such a stringent life. There's no such thing as the perfect person.
Yeah, I've been trying to get a different mentality or mindset in my brain to try to be like, when I, like, because I'm very, like, OCD, or I think I'm, like, OCD with little things. And so, like, if I, like, okay, have you heard there was, like, a TikTok that it was, like, about, like, wearing outside clothes indoors, like, on your
like
bed?
in bed. Yeah.
Have you seen that thing?
No, I know what you're talking about.
Because, like, it was, like, this girl, like, had her friend over, and then, like, she was, like, sitting on her bed with, like, outside clothes, and she was like, oh, like, I don't want that. Because, like, I kind of have that same thing, but I'm trying to be like, okay, but, like, it's just a bed.
It is just.
I'm trying to tell myself, I'm like, it's literally
it's
just a bed. Like, it's not going to break in half. It's not going to explode into 30,000 pieces.
Like, I
I'm
understand why you think what you think, but
Yeah.
it's just a bed.
No, yeah, I'm trying to,
You're
like...
gonna wash it at the end of the week anyway. It's
No,
fine.
yeah. I think I was just, like, because if I just washed my bedding, like, 2 days ago, and then, like, I spill something on it, I'm like...
I mean, that's different than.
You know? No, I know, but, like, you know, you kind of... I'm just, like, you know?
Yeah, I do.
I think, like, for the positives, though, like, if anyone's, like, ever having, like, good, like, hair day or, like, whatever, I feel like it takes over for a short amount of time, and then you kind of come back to reality, and it, like, fades away.
For the positive?
I guess, like...
If people say
Like-
something nice to you, it lasts a short time, and if you say something negative about you, it lasts a long time. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I guess so. I mean, it shouldn't be that way. I mean, like, if you were to get a compliment from someone, you should be obviously happy about it and, like, take the compliment, and but then I feel like it just, like, slowly fades away. Like, okay, well, we have to keep on going on with our day and, like, get stuff done, and it's like to the side.
So
I don't know.
yes.
What do you, like?
Makes no sense to me, but okay.
I don't
To
know.
me, it matters who's saying it and what it's necessarily about. Right?
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if the person is a somebody, and they pay you a compliment, it means more to you than the person.
No, I'm talking mainly on the negative end.
Oh, okay.
On the negative end, because, like, if you're just some rando on the internet calling me ugly, why do I care? You don't know who I am.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Or even if it was, like, somebody that I knew in real life that was just being a real jerk, right? It's kind of like, oh no. I'm
Yeah.
shivering in my boots here.
So you don't live other people's work.
Yeah,
Or do you?
I don't really do it anymore. I usually just, like, my mom has, like, the heaviest, yeah, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. But, like, everyone else is just kind of like, okay.
Just because parents sometimes forget that criticizing their kids doesn't make you try harder, it sort of makes you try less hard. And a
Yeah.
parent gotta be a parent. They can't be your best friend, but they have to know how to talk, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you guys have kids, how are you going to talk to your kids? This is the question. Are you going to talk the way your mother talks to you? Or are you going to do it differently? And that's what they call lesson learned. Because you don't want to be like your parents in that aspect, but there are other aspects that we want to be like our parents.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things, like, from everywhere you can get, like, the positives and negatives off of it.
That's what you should always believe in, because nobody can ever take that away from you. Ever. Nobody can say anything. Nobody can do anything. If you believe in you steady and just analyze less and be more positive and decompress with whatever it takes, could be eating a sandwich for all I care. Enjoy life.
Yeah, but no, because if I can't be useful to other people, right, then
speech is
what
going
is
really
the
great,
point
and
of
then
me?
Because if you can't be useful to yourself, you ain't going to help nobody else.
It's crazy.
Well, if you can't raise you, then how are you going to raise anybody else? If you can't be honest with you and on point, how are you going to help those that need you the most? You know, a lot
Myself-
You
of,
don't
Self-care is
understand. You
important.
don't understand.
Self-care.
I'm the exception.
What about you,
People
Josh?
are that think they're the exception. But you gotta be able to walk the walk. If you can do that, then you are.
What about you, Josh?
Well, I mean, what?
How do you feel about listening to other people's judgment of you?
I can take whatever people say to me.
I call him a loser all the time.
Yeah, I can take stuff like that, no problem. That's just what I say to myself that hurts.
Exactly.
But then aren't you,
Yeah.
Ain't nobody know you better than you.
but aren't you repeating what they're saying if it's negative?
Uh,
No?
I,
Just
ma-
in
I,
your
make
own
my,
negative?
I make my own assumptions
So why do you do that? Why do you question your own?
because I'm too
ability?
scared to talk to people about, not about me. I'm just too scared to talk to people, so I just talk to myself, and then it accumulates
But
to
you're so well liked. How can you be afraid to talk to people?
because I have those impulse thoughts in my own head,
Intrusive thoughts.
intrusive thoughts.
Really?
Give
That's
you
a
a
thing?
therapy word. Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, that's like the whole. Yeah.
So if I ask you to turn that off, can you turn it off?
No.
No.
Really?
Easier
Yeah.
said than done.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, it's the same as saying, like, if someone's angry and you're like, oh, just stop being angry, they're not going to be like, oh, okay.
It's like,
Like,
you're right.
you know? Like, if you're, like, crying and they're like, oh, don't be sad.
It's something like quieting intrusive thoughts is something that takes practice.
Yeah, I think I figured. I didn't figure it out last night, but I found something out last night. There's two thoughts. There's two voices in your head. There's the one that you tell your own, what you don't want to hear, obviously, but you just talk inside your head with these negative thoughts. And then there's another one that you don't control, but it comes out, and that's the one you have to listen to.
You don't control, but it comes out.
Yeah.
You sound like a highway. What do you mean? Of course you control it. How else?
I
Is
gotta
it gonna
figure
get
it out, but this is what I found out last night. There's one where you talk to yourself. Those are the intrusive thoughts.
Wait, is that
Those
just?
are the negative ones. Then there's another one where it randomly speaks to you. That's the gut feeling.
So when you say you figured it out, it's just something you were just thinking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you what my therapist told me.
Uh,
Because I thought you were heading in that direction, and then you were just kind of like sidestepped it a little bit, and it's like your most critical voice, or it tends to mimic the speech patterns of like the person who criticized you the most. Like in my sense, it's my mom. So things that stress me out would be things like grades. Is my room clean enough? You know, things like that would have like the most impact rather than somebody telling me I'm ugly. So
I mean, yeah, because you, like, on one side, like, if you are thinking about what someone else said about you and then the things you have to do, like homework assignments are like, you got to get those done. Like, why are you going to worry about
it's more like internalizing what they said,
Yeah.
and that being the loudest thing because you are so used to hearing it.
Mhm.
I don't know why I rolled that up. I'm sorry.
It's okay. That can be yours. For free.
Free 99? No way.
No, for free.
99.
I'm still caught up on this thing that you can actually have thoughts that develop. All of these thoughts apparently are to say something negative about yourself. And I don't understand that because whoever this thought is, then you gotta change the thought. You gotta change your patterns. You have to believe.
I know, I'm doing that with medication right now.
I understand it, but you don't.
Retired
but
Bruce,
you
let's
don't-
go.
but the medication is holding back the real you because you're putting
Yeah.
a Band-Aid over it.
No,
My
no,
dog,
what
the
No, no, no,
medication,
wait.
no.
What the medicine does, it tries to help me clear my thoughts where I can think on my own.
Get your SSRIs.
There's, I think there's two sides of it. Like, medication does help, but I agree that it kind of takes away who you actually are. Like,
Everyone has to find a medicine that works for them.
no, I know, and it.
That works.
You guys are lucky lucky, because nowadays you can do medicine and psychotherapy, and they have names, ADHD and ADD and ABC, and they got all these names. When I went through this as a college student, they didn't have a name. It was put you in Bellevue or shape up. So you had to cure yourself in silence. You couldn't go to your friends. I couldn't talk to my friends and tell them what I was feeling. I couldn't talk to my parents. But they saw it every day. So my mother one day said, okay, it's 4 degrees, New York City, let's go running. So she made me run for hours. I must have ran 12 miles that day. And the cold weather, and I guess stimulating it sort of shook me and woke me up. Listen, I lost being an auxiliary cop because of anxiety. I lost my medical license because of anxiety.
You had a medical license?
I was becoming a doctor at NYU. I lost all because I could not handle the pressure of the voices in my head. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle the pressure of improving and being a doctor for the parents' sake. My parents wanted me to be a doctor. I wanted to be a doctor for them. At the end of the day, I said, Dad, I love you, but I'm not going to be a doctor. I gave all that up. But it was the anxiety that took me and took it away from me. If you ever meet my sister, she'll tell you. They didn't know what to do with me. I used to wake up in blankets, and they said, maybe we got to go take you to Bellevue. See, Bellevue was the nut house because there were no doctors. There was no ADD. There was no medical marijuana. There were no pills. There was none of that. You had to suffer in silence. It was me, my cousin Juji, that's a real name. I found him in the flats in Pelham Bay. I found him bundled up with no jacket or anything, freezing to death. I had to go find him. Because in the day, studies were so intense that you had to make it if you were going to make it. So all I'm saying is that there is another way. Maybe not today for you, maybe not tomorrow, but I'm living proof. I go the other way now. I decompress every day. I slow everything down. You guys have seen me sit. You see me sit and watch. You see me, I had a big talk with G-Man in the back. Because he's going through some things. Because I watch. I watch who's going through what. There is another way. I know you don't believe me yet, but I promise you, there is. It's not easy to get there. You gotta get self-control. You gotta believe in yourself. These things about the mirror that I tell you about, man, that's the most important person. When you can start believing that, then miracles will happen. But I've been where you've been, and less cost me my career. It cost me my badge. Almost cost me my family. They didn't know what to do with me. So you have support. You got people that you hang out with. I see the way the two of you can relate on a common goal, a common bond, because both of you share a common element. I get it. I really do. All I'm saying, not today and not tomorrow, but there is another way. There is another way. I know that you guys think that this is going to help you, but we're going to see in the long run because all of you are going to have kids.
Maybe.
No, you're going to have kids.
I'm gonna have cats.
And you're going to have kids. You're going to have a family.
Gotta foster.
And you're going to have to deal with their anxieties. And the game will change. But your future is bright because there's talent in this room. Talent. And if you don't believe in yourself yet, then I'm going to pick up the slack because I do believe in you. You're one of the smartest people I've ever seen. The way you interact and the way you talk, you're very here. I get it. Don't trip yourself up on your own intelligence. You have gifts. And you don't even know it yet. You do know it, but you hide it because you're afraid to show it. I get it. I get it. In time, it'll come. But never lose the faith. Stay in there, stay strong, and keep going. And don't let nobody slow you down. Nobody, no matter how much they call you ugly or this or that. You know, they used to make fun of me because I lost my hair at your age. Now I like it, thinking of going bald altogether. I don't care. because they don't pay my rent. They don't pay my way. And they don't speak for me. The reasons that you guys have these shows is because we want to hear you, what you got to say. And you're very good at it. You're very good at it. We're going to have a little chit chat. But I would love to see you guys get it together and get it done. More of this. Maybe the bottom line here is a lot of kids on the other side of this wall that could use some of this advice.
Mm-hmm.
So you should invite them to come talk and come and see this. I'm a little older than you. I'm a lot older than you guys. I've been through the wars, man. I've been through the wars. I understand where you're headed. But trust me when I tell you this. I have never seen such talent in the 18 years that I've done this like I do now. You guys bring it. I run out of things to twist your minds on sometimes because you're that clever and you're that fast and you sneak up on when I don't see you come. But don't lose sight of the fact. When you look outside and everybody out there struggling, look at what you got. Look at who you are. Look at how you got here. Look at what you've shown me. Okay? And if you need your parents to come and talk to me, I'm all ears and I'm ready to go. I'm great with parents. I'm the best. Because I'm going to see a side of you that they're never going to see. Ever. It's okay. There ain't nothing wrong with it. But don't lose your edge. Don't lose your hope and don't lose your desire. You keep going. We'll get there. We'll get there. And then you're going to get this to the next person. And I know you guys can. I love your show.
Thanks.
I think it needs to be given out to more people. I think it's really important that you guys have a place to decompress. You know, you can take an hour, whatever, you decompress. If people want to call in, open up the phone lines, open up the write-in lines, and tell people this is a room where you can come and sort of be yourself.
Yeah.
No judgment whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a stress-less show, but it's really more of like a talking,
venting.
Yeah, venting. Like what's going on, like what's in your head. I I feel like I do less of like stressing less and more. It should be more of, like, what he just said, like, just all of us talking and all that stuff. You know.
I think it's important.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important because leaders are not born, leaders are made. Everybody here is learning to become a leader. I can hardly wait. That's why I show up early and I leave late. I come early and I leave late. And I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I'm coming back because every time I see you guys, it just lights me up, man. Lights me up because I see tomorrow. I know where we can go. I know where we can go. I had a guy from television come in here today. He walked in and walked out. Doesn't mean anything. We'll see. If it's not him, it'll be somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
But I know where we can go. So just keep the faith. Keep pumping. Keep pushing. Keep figuring it out. Okay? But don't stop. Don't stop for nobody. Just remember, you are who you are. And nobody can take that away from you. Okay? Alright, I'm done.
Mic drop.
Mic drop.
Yay.
Mic drop. Yay. Thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
And then there were 3. Anyways, I'm sure we're probably already out of time. Are we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so that's Josh. Alright. So I guess we'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching Stress Less and Decompress with Katie and Zaria and Josh and Freddie and Kaylee and all of those people.
The whole brew crew.
The whole brew crew. Sort of. The ones who were in here. But, you know.
Part of the brew crew.
Sorry, just... Anyways. He's throwing things. This is what... Okay. What is that?
It's a card.
Right.
Thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much
Alright, you
for
stay put.
joining.
Alright, well, we'll see you next week. And... Josh... All right, see you next week. Bye. Thanks for tuning in to Stress Less and Decompress with Katie. If stress is something you struggle with, think about watching a sunset, listening to music, dancing like there's nobody watching, and explore something new. You never know what you'll find out about yourself.